As a recruiting officer, you're out there helping people every day. Often that means providing assistance in unexpected ways. For instance, many people don't know that you can help them apply for voter registration. The National Voter Registration Act, or the NVRA, was enacted to simplify the voter registration process for U.S. citizens. That's why your Armed Forces Recruiting Office serves as a legally designated voter registration agency. Your core strengths and respected status as a recruiter make it possible to provide a critical service to the community, including audiences who may be eligible to vote for the first time, such as your applicants in the 18 to 24 age range. As the group least likely to participate in U.S. elections, they may arrive with a limited knowledge of the election process, which begins with applying for voter registration. FVAP, the Federal Voting Assistance Program, is here to help you guide applicants and other U.S. citizens who come to your office through the voter registration application process. By following a 5-step approach, you can make this part of your job as simple as possible. So, what are recruiting officers required to do? First, work in a good time during the interview process to introduce the topic of voter registration application and ask these 3 questions to determine their desire and eligibility. Would you like assistance registering to vote? Are you a U.S. citizen? Will you be 18 years old before the next election? If the answer is no to either eligibility question, make it known that they can register to vote at your office upon meeting both requirements. If the answer is yes to both, you can proceed in assisting them with applying for voter registration. Second, keep these forms ready to print at all times and offer them to the applicant. The National Voter Registration Form, DD Form 2645. Forms are available to download and print at this web address. Third, offer voter registration assistance to all eligible citizens that enter your office, even if they are registering to vote in another state. Any citizen who will be eligible to vote in the next election, whether they are a prospective recruit or not, may receive the voter registration form and assistance in your office. If a visitor declines assistance, this should have no effect on other services you provide. You may not use information related to a declination to apply for voter registration at your office for any purpose other than voter registration. Your assistance should only be procedural in nature and must be strictly nonpartisan. Influencing a registrant's decision to apply for voter registration, political preference, or party registration choice is strictly prohibited. Fourth, send completed voter registration forms to the appropriate state's election office within 5 days of receipt to ensure timely delivery. Individuals may take the form home and submit it themselves as well. The fifth and final practice is to upload key metrics to the FVAP.gov portal at the end of each quarter or as required by your service recruiting command. You also must store completed copies of the DD Form 2645 for 2 years. Additional information and resources for recruiters are available at this web address. Let's recap. The NVRA requires your recruiting office to: first, ask key questions to confirm desire and eligibility of any office visitor interested in applying for voter registration. Second, stock and provide the required voter registration forms. Third, provide nonpartisan procedural support to all visitors completing the forms. Fourth, send completed and signed forms to the appropriate election office within 5 days of receipt. Fifth, report voter registration statistics on the FVAP.gov portal and maintain copies of the DD 2645 for 2 years. By carrying out these duties, you are providing a valuable service to prospective recruits, the armed forces, and the community at large. Thank you for supporting U.S. citizens in the voter registration application process. For additional information, visit this web address.